Reporters live from this crucial constituency, and of course BJP Kerala Chief K. Surendran, who's taking on Rahul Gandhi in Wayanad, will also be joining us live in just a bit. So that's what we have lined up for you as part of the Indian Political League. Nikhil Naz is getting us the latest on the Indian Premier League. Nikhil, good evening. What do you have in store for us today?
Well, good evening, Akshita. I know it's the story of two captains. In the Indian Political League, it's about Arvind Kejriwal. He's under pressure, but at least his team is backing him. I'm going to be talking about the other big city in India, in the Indian Premier League. That's the Mumbai Indians. The captain there is under fire, and unfortunately for him, he's not getting the backing that he really wants. That's coming our way at 6:30 p.m.
We've been seeing a whole lot of that ourselves in politics in Maharashtra, with all of the permutations and commutations playing out really as far as alliances go. Thanks very much, Nikhil. You can watch out for all the highlights of the Indian Premier League at 6:30 this evening. But let's begin this broadcast with the headlines. Prime Minister Modi's big attack on the opposition, reiterates pledge to crack down on corruption, says he wants Bhrashtachar Hatao, but opposition wants Bhrashtachar Bachao.
मैं कहता हूं भ्रष्टाचार हटाओ, वो कहते हैं भ्रष्टाचारी बचाओ.
AAP Neta Sanjay Singh gets bail after spending 6 months in jail in Liquorgate case. Singh is the first AAP Neta to get bail in liquor scam. Delhi Mantri Atishi levels big Operation Lotus charge, says BJP pressuring her to abandon Kejriwal and join BJP. Claims AAP Netas are receiving arrest threats now. Home Minister Amit Shah firefights dissent in Karnataka, but disgruntled Ishwarappa to contest Shivamogga as an independent despite Amit Shah's outreach. India rejects China renaming Arunachal Pradesh. Rubbishes China's provocation, says it's a senseless act that won't change reality. And Supreme Court cracks the whip on Ramdev's Patanjali, says government working hand in glove with Ramdev and refuses to accept his apology on misleading ads. And on Wednesday, it's going to be a politically power-packed day in Kerala, particularly in the constituency everyone's watching out for, the seat of Wayanad. Deemed a safe seat of sorts for Rahul Gandhi, this time he's going to be squaring off not just against the BJP, but ally left as well. The left, while questioning Rahul Gandhi's choice of seat, went ahead and fielded a candidate, Annie Raja. And Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan didn't hold back in his criticism of Rahul Gandhi, saying, are you fighting your own allies? Are you fighting the left? Or is your battle against the BJP? Now, amid that, there's also controversy playing out over the SDPI, supposedly and deemed the political outfit of the PFI, which is banned, remember, extending support to the UDF, to the Congress in Kerala. Let's round up for you all the updates coming in from Wayanad in our report first.
The battle for Wayanad is creating deep divides in the India bloc. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has launched an all-out attack on Rahul Gandhi for contesting the Lok Sabha election from Wayanad.
Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi and Baikan role Namakallar Korea. Rahul Gandhi. ഇവിടെ വന്ന് ആരെയാ നേരിടുന്നത്? കേരളത്തിൽ വന്ന് സുരേന്ദ്രനെ നേരിടുകയാണെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? BJPയെ നേരിടാനാണ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വന്നതെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റും. ഇവിടെ LDF ആണല്ലോ പ്രധാന ശക്തി. LDFനെ നേരിടാനാണല്ലോ വരുന്നത്.
Calling the left an important ally, the Congress played down the Chief Minister's remarks. Rahul Gandhi and rival candidate CPI's Annie Raja will be filing nomination papers from Wayanad on Wednesday morning. Ahead of the nomination, the Congress faced some embarrassment as the SDPI, the political arm of the banned Islamist outfit Popular Front of India, announced its support to the Granole party.
കേരളത്തിൽ ഈ ഒരു ദേശീയ സാഹചര്യം പരിഗണിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് വരാൻ പോകുന്ന തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിൽ കേരളത്തിൽ നമുക്കറിയാം മതനിരപേക്ഷ പക്ഷത്ത് രണ്ട് മുന്നണികളാണുള്ളത്. രണ്ട് മുന്നണികളും ഞങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ ദേശീയ തലത്തിൻ്റെ രാഷ്ട്രീയം പരിശോധിക്കുമ്പോൾ പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാളിൽ കോൺഗ്രസും CPM ഒരുമിച്ച് മത്സരിക്കുകയാണ്. ദേശീയ തലത്തിൽ BJP വിരുദ്ധമായൊരു ചേരി ശക്തിപ്പെടണമെന്ന രാഷ്ട്രീയ നിലപാടിൻ്റെ പേരിൽ എന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത്.
The SDPI support to Congress has stirred a huge row, with the BJP accusing the Congress of using radical groups for political gains.
Seeking the support of the PFI, is it a secularist move? You are always working for the anti-national elements.
കഴിഞ്ഞ 2019 ഇലക്ഷനിൽ ദേശവ്യാപകമായിട്ട് ഈ BJPയെ തോൽപ്പിക്കാൻ കോൺഗ്രസിന് പിന്തുണ കൊടുക്കാൻ അവർ തീരുമാനിച്ചു. അന്ന് മുതൽ അവർ വർഗീയവാദികൾ. CPM ആണ് ഈ ആരാണ് മതേതരവാദി ആരാണ് വർഗീയവാദി എന്ന് ഇവിടെ ആളുകൾക്ക് സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് കൊടുക്കുന്ന പാർട്ടി ആണോ? ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കട്ടെ, ഇത് ഈ ജമാഅത്ത് ഇസ്ലാമിയായിട്ട് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ബന്ധം എനിക്ക് എന്റെ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിൽ എനിക്കെതിരായിട്ട് CPM-ന് വേണ്ടി പ്രചരണം നടത്തിയിരുന്നവരാണ്. ഞാൻ 6 തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിൽ മത്സരിക്കുമ്പോഴും അവർ നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ അല്ല.
The left has always questioned the wisdom of Rahul Gandhi contesting from Wayanad, as the BJP is not the main contender in Kerala. While Rahul Gandhi is being accused of running away from the real fight in Hindi heartland, the Congress has defended the decision to contest from the safe seat. Bureau Report, India Today.
And I want to now bring in on this broadcast Shibi KG, who's joining us live from Wayanad. Shibi, good evening. You're at the heart of where the political action really lies. Tomorrow you're going to have both Rahul Gandhi and Annie Raja going ahead and filing their nominations. What's the mood on the ground, Shibi? Now, this is considered to be a safe seat of sorts for Rahul Gandhi, especially in the 2019 election. This time around with the left contesting, could it be something of a vote-cutter factor against Rahul?
Well, Akshita, the left had contested back in 2019 also, but this time it's more of a political contest that's going to take place in Wayanad, because back in 2019 the discussions revolved around Rahul Gandhi's candidature decision to contest from Wayanad, which came as a surprise. But this time it was expected that he is likely to contest from Wayanad again, and seeing that, assuming that he's going to contest one more time from Wayanad, the CPI wanted to feel somebody who was familiar, somebody who was a national figure of the party, and that's why they decided to feel Annie Raja, who was earlier considered for Thiruvananthapuram constituency actually. So here on ground we can see that it is not, of course, the Wayanad seat is a strong Congress soul. It's been a Congress bastion for years. But yes, this time Rahul Gandhi's performance as an MP is coming into the picture. His performance in the last 5 years is being evaluated. Especially there are a lot of issues going on in Wayanad affecting the day-to-day lives of the residents, especially related to the man-animal conflict, where we have seen in the last few months residents coming onto the streets and protesting. So this question of where is their MP, where was their MP, is definitely being echoed in the constituency. And also there are other factors like, Rahul Gandhi has not visited the constituency much. We spoke to BJP Chief K. Surendra, who is also the NDA candidate, who said that he counted that in the last 5 years it was only 9 times that Rahul Gandhi visited. And he also made a joke that, the wild elephants had visited the constituency more than Rahul Gandhi. So all of these factors are there. His performance will definitely be evaluated. But will that be enough, to lose the seat, or will that be enough for both the other parties to crack the winning formula, is something that we'll have to wait and watch. But yes, there will be questions raised to Rahul Gandhi. The MP's performance will be evaluated, and a lot of questions will be raised to him this time around.
What's very clear is that there's no backroom understanding whatsoever between the left and the Congress. The left is giving it their all, particularly because they believe that North Kerala is somewhere that they want to regain, and the Rahul Gandhi factor could work against that. So they're going all out in their campaign in Wayanad as well. Thanks very much, Shibi. We're going to keep coming across to you for all those updates from Wayanad. I want to now introduce on this broadcast Mr. K. Surendran, who is fighting from a BJP ticket from Wayanad. Remember that he is the BJP Kerala chief. So biggest phase of Kerala BJP being fielded against Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Surendran, namaskaram. Thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. You've raised the point of the SDPI giving backing and support to the UDF, to the Congress. The reality, however, sir, is that SDPI has been a part of the electoral process for a long time, not just in Kerala, but nationally as well. Even in Tamil Nadu, for instance, they're allies with the AIADMK, who the BJP wasn't a tie-up with. You were with the AIADMK previously.
No. SDPI is the political outfit of the banned PFI. Everybody knows it. No, SDPI is not a normal political party. It is not a secular party. It is the part and parcel of PFI, the banned PFI. Why the central government banned PFI? PFI has made open statement that we will kill the Hindu community and Christian community. We will demolish the temples and churches. How many innocent youths were brutally murdered by PFI goons in Kerala? How many PFI leaders are there in Tihar jail now? So, with the help of the Pakistan and other terror organizations, including Bangladesh terror organizations, they are working here now for many years. The central agencies are investigation is going on. The organization is banned. The banned organization is political party. I am surprised how this question coming. Congress party is the national party, led the freedom movement. That party is aligning with the banned PFI. So for vote bank politics, Congress parties, the Congress party leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, getting support from PFI. They are compromising the national interest for vote bank.
No, but I'll tell you why I raised that question, sir. First, because the SDPI has denied any link to the PFI several times, and rather publicly so. Second, they're not banned. They're allowed to contest elections.
Not banned. It is not banned is right, but we cannot say that it will not ban. No, problem is the whole PFI and SDPI leaders are same in Kerala. Everybody knows it. Both PFI and SDPI, same leaders. So working in the same ecosystem. So this is very clear that PFI is directly connected with SDPI.
Let's talk about the Wayanad contest. You're in the poll fray against Rahul Gandhi and Ani Raja, both of whom will be filing their nominations on Wednesday. Two big political giants, Mr. Surendran. Can you take them on?
I am very happy that Rahul Gandhi ji is coming tomorrow. Kal aa raha hai na, at least namankan ke liye Rahul Gandhi ji aa raha hai. I am very happy he is coming tomorrow. But the mockery, you have already seen that, na? Yesterday there was one big rally in Delhi. I saw the big pictures in the front page of the all newspapers. Ani Raja's husband, the contesting candidate's husband, D. Rajaji, National Secretary of CPI, is hugging Rahul Gandhi ji in Delhi. Hugging in Delhi and fighting in Wayanad. How is it possible? I cannot understand the mockery. Today the Chief Minister requested Rahul Gandhi, why you are coming here? We are friends. We are the integral part of the IND alliances. We are the major partners of the IND alliances. Why fighting each other? Last week, Ani Raja, the candidate herself, requested Rahul ji, please don't come to Wayanad. So people are watching everything. People are not fools. Voters of Wayanad are not fools. They are understanding. They are realizing that this is the Nataka, na? This is a drama. So fight between Rahul Gandhi's IND alliance and Narendra Modi's ND alliance.
But do you, sir, agree then with Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan that Rahul Gandhi should be fighting from Uttar Pradesh, taking on the BJP where they are strong, and not in Kerala, not against his own ally?
No. I am not advising Rahul Gandhi. I don't know what is that. But one thing I will say, one question I want to ask Rahul Gandhi ji: why you came here in Wayanad? With the help of the Muslim League, Jamaat-e-Islami, Popular Front, देखिए राहुल गांधी जी हमेशा सेकुलरिज्म के बारे में बड़ा भाषण दे रहा है. I wanted to ask Rahul Gandhi ji, are you ready to go and have a darshan in Ayodhya before 26th of April, before Kerala elections commence? I am asking Rahul Gandhi ji, if you are secular, if your secularism is not one-sided, why you are not going to Ayodhya? In Wayanad parliamentary constituency, more than 6 lakh Ram Bhaktas are voters. More than 6 lakh Ram Bhaktas are voters. Why you are not going to Ayodhya? Because Muslim League, PFI, Jamaat-e-Islami, Samasta Kerala is your friends. So you are afraid the North Indian voters. You cannot face the North Indian voters. You are cheating. You are working against the nation. You are going abroad and speaking anti-India dialogues. So people are, you are tukde gang ke leader hai. So definitely Kerala Muslim League's bastion is your place.
Okay.
But this time, people will defeat you. Now the Wayanad voters are saying, thank you Modi, bye-bye Rahul. Welcome Modi, bye-bye Rahul. This is the common man's slogan here. Na? Welcome Modi, bye-bye Rahul.
Okay, so you're confident then that there will be a win for the BJP in Wayanad. You're also the Kerala BJP chief, so you've got a tough challenge ahead of you in a state where the BJP hasn't had any sort of electoral success. Wayanad plus Kerala is something you have to tackle. How many seats, Mr. Surendran, before I let you go, will the BJP get in Kerala out of 20?
No, प्रधानमंत्री जी बोला डबल डिजिट सीट हम डबल डिजिट सीट मिलने के लिए अच्छा मेहनत कर रहा हूं आप देखिए कृपया प्रतीक्षा करिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं इस चुनाव में
Okay. Double digit then. Let's see. We'll wait for April 26th to know, and of course June 4th when the result will be out. Thanks very much, Surendran. Appreciate you for joining us here on India Today. Mr. Surendran, K. Surendran, the Kerala BJP chief, is also in the poll fray from Wayanad. So that tells you really that the BJP isn't holding back in the Wayanad battle. He hasn't tasted electoral success yet, so we'll have to see if that actually changes in the next few months. All right, from Kerala, let's shift focus to Telangana. There's been a lot of hectic political activity in the run-up to the general election. It's just been a few months since the assembly election in Telangana. The BRS, led by KCR, has been struggling and tottering about since the assembly rout. And ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, they are facing what many analysts believe to be their biggest existential crisis. You've got mass defections taking place. You've got scandals rocking the KCR party. You've also got, of course, K. Kavita, KCR's daughter, who's right now behind bars here in Delhi in Tihar jail. In our next report, we break down for you why the Lok Sabha election is as crucial as it can get for BRS.
The Bharatiya Rashtra Samiti facing its biggest litmus test this general election. After going from TRS to BRS, the going has been tough for KCR and co-heightened particularly after the assembly election rout. From desertions to a phone-tapping scandal to their key face K. Kavita being arrested, KCR has been struggling to keep up a narrative of the BRS putting up a big fight against Congress and BJP. The biggest crisis that KCR is battling now is the mass defections, with some of their senior-most faces jumping ship in the run-up to the elections, including MP Keshava Rao and his daughter.
People consider him number two because they were sitting next to CM all of the time. That is one. But at the same time, let me not dilute the question and say the decisions are taken by him, not by me. Only because I sit next to him, I don't take the decisions.
And then there is K. Kavya, who was named as the Warangal candidate by BRS, only to quit citing corruption controversies and then join the Congress. The exodus of BRS leaders into Congress and BJP is so high that the Congress has 3 candidates contesting Lok Sabha polls who were with BRS till recently, and the BJP has nearly 11 candidates who were with BRS earlier. K. Kavita, KCR's daughter and the party's Nizamabad face, is now behind bars in Tihar jail.
इलेक्शन के टाइम पे इतने सारे पॉलिटिकल अरेस्ट करना ये गलत बात है. ECI should intervene. ECI should definitely intervene and protect the democracy in this country. इलेक्शन के बीचों बीच इतने पॉलिटिशियन का क्यों हो रहा है अरेस्ट? जनता को भी सोचनी चाहिए ना.
But KCR and company are putting up a brave face, continuing with their campaign. KCR so far has refused to comment on the defections and has put the focus on shortcomings of the Revanth Reddy government.
10 సంవత్సరాలు మేము కూడా పరిపాలన చేసినాం. అదంతా పెద్ద గొప్ప విషయం కాదు. అధికారం వస్తూ ఉంటుంది, పోతూ ఉంటుంది. నథింగ్ గ్రేట్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. కానీ ప్రజలు ఎక్కడ పోవాలా? నీ రాజకీయం నా రాజకీయం అంతా ప్రజలు కదా, ముఖ్యంగా రైతాంగం కదా, గ్రామాలు కదా.
With the BRS facing its biggest existential crisis, the only way KCR can prove that his party isn't becoming irrelevant is with a solid performance in the upcoming elections. Bureau Report, India Today.
And joining us here on India Today is T.S. Sudhir, political analyst based out of Hyderabad. Sudhir, good evening. There's been a lot of talk about how BRS has been rocked by all of these mass defections, about the phone tapping scandal, K. Kavita behind bars. It can't get worse, really, for BRS. Do you think it's right to call this an existential crisis of sorts? And what do you think really has gone wrong for BRS so badly after the assembly election rout?
Well, existential crisis as a phrase may be a bit extreme, given the fact that KCR has faced such crisis before, also before the Telangana became a state. But definitely a huge political problem as far as the BRS is concerned, because there are too many issues which have come to the fore ever since they lost power about 100 days ago in December. The main reason is that KCR, during his years as chief minister himself, actually encouraged all these defections. So now to cry foul and now to tell the people who have actually quit the party and joined the Congress, people like Danam Nagendra, who is the Sikandrabad candidate for the Congress, or Kadiyam Sri Hari's daughter Kavya, who is going to be the Warangal candidate for the Congress party, essentially exposes their own political hypocrisy, that they did not find anything wrong when they encouraged these defections in order to buttress their own numbers between 2014 and 2023, but now are finding fault with the Congress. So all these people are those who actually came from different parties. Kadiyam Srihari came from Telugu Desam, Keshav Rao and Danam Nagendra came from the Congress, and essentially they have obviously gone back to different parties. So that is beginning to hurt the perception. More importantly, these leaders like Ranjit Reddy, who was actually going to be the BRS candidate in Chevella, or Kadiyam Kavya, who was going to be the BRS candidate in Warangal, leaving the party, joining Congress and becoming the Congress party candidate in these two constituencies, is beginning to create the perception that the BRS is not really looking like a party which can win the Lok Sabha elections. And that is going to hurt even on the ground. We see this as a battle really emerging between the BJP and the Congress. Both parties looking to gain at the expense of the BRS. The BRS won about 9 Lok Sabha seats last time. This time, it will really struggle at the hustings, and most of that vote share is likely to be divided between the Congress and the BJP.
This election was supposed to be crucial for the BRS to kind of establish themselves also as a national party after changing from the TRS to the BRS. Do you see that going, do you see them going back on that decision, Sudhir, that KCR could decide, look, that we're going to focus again on Telangana, because it doesn't seem like they have their act together in the state, let alone focusing on the country?
I remember last year when he went to Maharashtra in a huge motorcade of lots of vehicles, lots of SUVs. He wanted it to be a show of strength. But now, whether it is the Maharashtra unit, the Odisha unit, the Karnataka unit, or the Andhra Pradesh unit, all have either been disbanded or are in a moribund kind of state. So in many senses, the BRS is only on paper. It's pretty much now back to TRS. There have been leaders within the party who have been saying that we lost out on the Telangana brand equity that we only enjoyed because of the name change from TRS to BRS. So there is a school of thought that we should revert to becoming the TRS once again. That could very much be possible. But right now, KCR's priority would be to somehow do reasonably well in the Lok Sabha elections, though it looks very difficult, and thereafter ensure that there are not those kind of mass defections. And even if there are mass defections, at least they don't lose the core Telangana leader who was with them from the time of agitation, before the agitation, in order to ensure that even if people leave, they are those people who joined only after the party came to power here in Telangana.
All right. Sudhir, thanks very much for joining us. As always, very, very interesting perspective that you have given us on really why this election is going to be particularly crucial for the BRS. Also joining us on this broadcast will be Mr. Keshava Rao, a very, very senior BRS leader, to kind of explain to us what's going wrong in the party. What you see on your screen are the images of Mr. Keshava Rao meeting with Chief Minister Revanth Reddy. And I'd like to introduce him on this broadcast now, Mr. K. Keshava Rao, who's joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Rao, good evening. Do I introduce you as a BRS leader or as a Congress leader, sir? All right, apologies. I don't think Mr. Rao is with me just yet. I'm going to slip into a very short break. We'll be right back on the other side with more details on the story. Also coming up is the latest on the Vistara flight crisis. Because of all sorts of chaos playing out within the airline and the pilot crisis, you've had endless cancellations. That's coming up on the other side.
intelligence meets art. Motorola H50 Pro.
Hello, Moto.
An unparalleled election coverage with the team that wins every election. From unmatched on-ground reporting to real-time poll updates. Stay tuned to the Maximum channel for the maximum coverage.
Platinum partner, Signature Finest Silver Elaichi, a premium product from Dilbagh.
Sir, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
Follow me. बारिश का प्रेशर बढ़ेगा, पर इसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Dulux Weather Shield Power Flex.
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से.
It's colorful. It's powerful.
Sir, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
Follow me. धूल हो या मिट्टी, इससे नहीं जीत पाएगी. Dulux Weather Shield Power Flex.
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से.
It's colorful. It's powerful.
Sir, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
Follow me. धूप के पसीने छूट जाएंगे, लेकिन ये डटा रहेगा. Dulux Weather Shield Power Flex.
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से.
It's colorful. It's powerful.
Once again, India Today wins the best news channel of the year.
Thank you, Enba, for all of these awards, all 108 of them. But for us viewers, the greatest reward and award is your trust. We're just weeks away from a high-powered, high-pressure elections, and I know that your trust will carry us through. Thank you.
And by awards में हम हैं 400 पार.
Welcome back. Let's get you all the latest coming in from Telangana. We were telling you just before we slipped into a short break on the BRS and the crisis that they're facing ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Joining me here now on India Today is Mr. Keshava Rao, Member of Parliament, a very senior leader of the BRS who only recently met with Chief Minister Revanth Reddy. Rao Garu, are you with the BRS? Are you with the Congress? How do I introduce you, sir?
Well, I'm still in BRS because I have not yet formally joined. Although I've already announced my joining Congress. I told the press, I told Chief Minister, Present Chief Minister, and also my President of the BRS that I intend to go back to Congress.
Okay, so you're yet to formally join the Congress, but the decks are cleared for that.
It is for you to decide what you will call for.
What made you, sir? What made you, sir, decide to leave the BRS and join the Congress?
It has nothing at all to do with politics. I think my age, my stage, I have spent 56 years in Congress and 12 years in BRS. Something like more than 60 years, 6 decades I've been in politics. I've seen all kinds of posts, everything, right from Sevadar to CWC member, in charge of 4 states. I've been Pradesh Congress Committee Chief, I was CWC member, Rajya Sabha member 3 times, I was 3 times minister, 2 times legislator. I was chairman of the Legislative Council. So all these things are over. I think it is time that I go back. And something that goes me or motivates, forces me, influences me is the kind of crisis we are going through. We are not more at crossroads, but we are at crossroads. Cross and crossroads. We are at crossroads as far as democracy is concerned. I think it is a time as comrade in arms, I should join the forces of democratic forces in the country, particularly Congress, to stand by them in whatever activities they take it up.
No, but
They don't
sir, surely there was a trigger. Surely there was a trigger that's made you take this decision. What was that trigger?
No, there is nothing. There is no trigger at all. There is something inner calling that I should see. I've always been in national politics. It is only Telangana that took me out of Congress. It's in 2013. I went out of Congress, being in the working committee, because at that time I wrote a letter to Sonia Ji. I said, Congress is the greatest party, great party. There is no alternative to Congress in the country. But there is no substitute by Telangana. So this was the dilemma that I faced. So I thought I would join the people's movement and fight for my Telangana, which I have been fighting for last 20 years.
There are many leaders, along with you, Mr. Rao, who have left the BRS, joined the Congress, in some cases joined the BJP. What do you think has led to so many defections? In your case, you're saying there's no trigger. In other cases, do you think it's the same circumstances? Or is there something wrong with how the party is functioning?
It is a serious thing that the BRS should look into. As far as I'm concerned, they should be clear about it. But what you are saying is also a fact which cannot be forgotten, can't be brushed aside. There are a lot of people, good people, influential people, cadre, who are leaving the party. Not because they are trying to join BJP or trying to join Congress or anything. They are leaving BJP, leaving BRS. Why? This has to be looked into, studied well by BRS, provided they want to be there.
Okay. At this point, there's been no reaction per se from KCR. There are a lot of questions on whether BRS should go back to focusing on Telangana and go back to being TRS. What do you think?
Well, there's a lot of pressure now. I have seen when I was attending till recently the meetings of the workers. All the 50% of people were asking that BRS must go back to TRS. I tell you why. You see, first of all, regional party in India went differently. Regional party has to identify itself with the regional aspirations and which have something to do with emotion. So when you have identify yourself with the regional emotions and you become one with them and they just struggle to achieve that thing,
correct,
then a regional party pictures. It has nothing to do with DMK. DMK did from Dravidian movement. Dravidian movement is not a time-bound thing. It is a ongoing civilization crisis. So,
agreed.
Apart from the DMK, we had Telangana, we had people now today say, now TRS, why are we changing to BRS? When we went for Telangana, we were fighting for Telangana, we sacrificed for Telangana.
Okay. All right. Let's see if the party high command listens to you. But you all are all set, sir, to move from the BRS to the Congress. That much is clear. It's only a question of formality. Thanks very much, Mr. Keshwar Rao, for taking the time out and joining us here on India Today. Thank you, sir. All right, let's move on to another big story that we've been tracking here on India Today. If you've been booked on a Vistara flight, there's a big chance that your flight was cancelled today. And this is because of unhappy pilots calling in sick. The Ministry of Civil Aviation has sought a detailed report from Tata Group on the prevailing situation. You had the DGCA, aviation regulator, asking the airline to submit now daily reports on flight cancellations as well as flight delays. DGCA has also asked Vistara to ensure compliance with relevant rules pertaining to facilities that need to be provided to passengers in cases of cancellations and delays. In less than a week, we've seen about 100 flights being cancelled, all Vistara. I want to bring in Poulami Saha on this broadcast. She tracks the civil aviation beat for us. Poulami, what are the steps really being taken right now by the Civil Aviation Ministry to address this? We understand that Vistara has been facing this problem because of a pilot crisis. Has that been addressed?
Well, Vistara at the moment, of course, has said that it will be temporarily reducing the number of flights. What they'll also be doing is deploying the wider body aircraft on certain domestic routes so that they're able to combine a couple of flights, possibly accommodate more passengers as well, wider body aircraft being, the B7879 Dreamliner as well as the A321neo. What the airline has also said is that they will be, of course, trying to inform their passengers in advance about these cancellations. At least 60 flights from across the country, Vistara flights, were cancelled today itself. the information, of course, trickled down to passengers today. The Ministry of Civil Aviation, the minister himself is monitoring the situation, has sought a report from Vistara about these cancellations. The aviation regulator has also sought a daily report from Vistara about cancellations and delays, and has also ensured that the rules as far as the civil aviation requirements are followed, which is basically advanced information given to passengers, refunds being given to them, compensation if applicable. All of these have to be followed by Vistara. They're monitoring the situation, DGC officials, very, very closely. But this crunch that Vistara is facing, because, like you said, because of pilots reporting in sick in the case of trying to utilize some of their unutilized leaves before the financial year ends. Also a silent protest by them because many of them were suddenly forced to sign on a contract which they do not believe is in their favor, considering the merger of Vistara with Air India. Because of that, that crunch will continue and the impact on flights will be felt for a while.
All right, Paulami, thanks very much for getting us all of those details. From what Paulami tells us right now, it's not something that's going to clear up immediately. It's going to take a bit of time, but Vistara is working actively on this. I want to bring in right now Wing Commander Anil Goyal, pilot and aviation expert on this broadcast. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. Not the best of news for Vistara ahead of the Air India merger, but we hear about this far too often, about a pilot crisis that clearly airlines don't watch out for, leading to this kind of a crunch and thereby cancellations and delays. What does Vistara now need to do to keep this in check and immediately resolve this crisis?
Ma'am, very good evening to all of you and to all the viewers. Whenever there is a boom or a downside in the market, we have always seen there are mergers taking place. Mergers are not new in the aviation industry. If you look a decade back, Indian Airlines and Air India Express were merged back. That time also there were a lot of problems. Before that, if you look at the US industry or the European industry, aviation industry, there have been a lot of mergers which have gone bad. So it is something which is not new, which has happened in the past also. But every time the same story comes out that when the two organizations merge, there are differences in their visions or goal. All the stakeholders are not taken on board in the correct manner, and the cultures are not integrated. In an aviation...
Sure. Sir, just an additional question to that, which is that with the pilots raising questions over the pay structure, over rostering, do you think some of the issues they're raising are very, very fair and need to be addressed by the airline?
Yes, ma'am. So what happens, these are two airlines which had different vision and different management structure. So when a pilot joined A airline or a B airline, there were certain policies there as far as human resource management is concerned. So these policies, when both these companies merge or the airlines merge, these policies also need to be taken into consideration. So if a pilot is getting disadvantage, of course, he needs to be brought on board, he needs to be assured, and he needs to be taken care of. So in terms of not only for the salary, but in terms of promotion also, and in terms of allowances also. So all these aspects of the pilot life needs to be looked after. Apart from this, since a pilot's job is very stressful, so his work-life management or balance is also has to be ensured. So maybe when we talk about this crisis right now, the pilots are feeling that they are being short-charged or their concerns are not being looked after by the new management. This is very natural to happen.
And do you feel in such a case, when pilots often feel this, if we see issues with regards to rostering, pay structure happen far too often. So my final question to you, Wing Commander Goyal, is do you believe that there must be a greater onus on airlines? Because at the end of the day, this trickles down. Passengers are struggling. There are over 100 flights that have been cancelled.
Of course, ma'am, whenever the merger takes place and this kind of disruption takes place, the final don't stop at the passengers. They are the worst sufferers in this whole situation. But I will only urge the management and the pilots to help out the customer because the summer season has just started and the schools very soon will be going into holidays and a lot of traveling will take place in India. in the summer season. People will go back to their
peak
home.
season. It's peak
Yes,
season.
ma'am.
So
That is
hopefully
the
everyone
peak season which
will
we are
come
coming.
together and work this out at the soonest. Thanks very much, Wing Commander Goyal. Unfortunately, I've run out of time, but thank you for joining us with your insights on this. Right now, you've got several steps being taken actively, and in the next few days, we'll see hopefully lesser cancellations, lesser delays, and schedules should be back on track. I'm slipping into a short break here on 6 p.m. Prime. On the other side, we'll be getting you all the updates on the Indian Premier League. Nikhil Naz will be joining you live with the cricketing action.
An unparalleled election coverage with the team that wins every election. From unmatched on-ground reporting to real-time poll updates. Stay tuned to the Maximum channel for the maximum coverage.
Platinum partner, Signature Finest Silver Elaichi, a premium product from Dilbagh.
देखो ये आतिशी जी के लिए ऑफर नहीं होती है, ये एक बड़ा पैकेज है इस देश में। वो शिवसेना के लिए भी था, एनसीपी के लिए भी था, अशोक चव्हाण के लिए भी था, हेमंत बिश्वा शर्मा के लिए भी था, हाँ, ये माधवराव शिंदे के बेटे के लिए भी था, ये जतिन प्रसाद के लिए भी था, ये सब के लिए ये तो एक ओवरऑल पैकेज है देश में चल रहा है आजकल। लेकिन एक चुनी हुई सरकार, एक चुने हुए मुख्यमंत्री, लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री को आप जिस तरह से जेल में डाला है और जो आप टेरराइज कर रहे हो, तो आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो।
मतलब ये कह देना खड़े होकर कि मुझे बीजेपी शामिल करने के लिए बात कर रही थी, किसने बात की, कहाँ बात की, क्या कोई रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं है? वैसे तो हर चीज़ के लिए रिकॉर्डिंग की बात करते हैं। अब कल केजरीवाल जी ने आतिशी जी का नाम क्या ले लिया, आज आतिशी जी ने ऑपरेशन लोटस की बात कर ली। इतने महीने से चुप क्यों थे? अगर यदि किसी ने बात किया था तो इनसे प्रश्न, इसका जवाब तो देना पड़ेगा ना। घबरा गए होंगे, उनके नेता ने खुद उनका नाम लिया है, जो मीडिया कह रही है, तो अब उनको लग रहा होगा कि मैं भी फंस जाऊंगी। तो ऐसा है, बीजेपी के ऊपर में एक आरोप लगा दो, गलत ही सही।
Air quality today. In Delhi, 156. In Mumbai, 132. In Kolkata, 100. In Bangalore, 94. In Chennai, 43. In Hyderabad, 70.
Welcome back here on 6 p.m. Prime. As promised, we've gotten you all the latest from the Indian Political League. It's time now for the original IPL, the Indian Premier League. It's over to you, Nikhil.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Thanks a lot for that, Akshita. Now, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal may be in jail, but he still at least has his team standing right behind him, backing him even during the toughest of times. The same, unfortunately, can't be said about another captain that we are talking about, another leader in Indian Premier League, Hardik Pandya's form with the bat and ball.